Look, I'm talking to you. You can't even hear me. Get you on the Bishop's last live. Love the way you stood for all of the chauvinist comments. I was really like, but I try to hold my own. These fellers, they try to keep us ladies down, but you got to do something. You got to say something. Hi, you guys. Welcome. Share the video. Come in. We're about to get down to it. You get to hear little music breaks and commercials this time. No green screen. I done forgot how to do my work. I ain't been in here so daggone long. Stay about my lane, homie. I ain't about to change, homie. Except for the day, homie. I might change my state, homie, but at home, I'ma still be big, homie. All right, welcome to Windy City Underground. Your music, your station. This is Princess AV in the house at House of the Princess. I want to thank everybody that's watching me online, whether you be on YouTube, WindyCityUnderground.com, or you're listening out there on the internet airwaves. Thank you for all of your support. So this show is going to go a little bit different because I'm back on the radio, the traditional kind. So y'all going to hear my call-ins from the internet and on Facebook. So I might read a few things out loud. I just want to tell you, hey, for my people, especially Miss Running That Mouth, she is holding it down for the princess over here and telling me what we did in the last chat. Look, the other day we ran a YouTube chat, and it literally was 8 hours long. Never been on a YouTube chat that was 8 hours long, but it was fun. And what had happened was that, look, ain't none of my technology working right. What had happened was I just got in to just do I always can't keep my mouth shut. I got to say a little something to defend the women. But I was in a room full of men, and then this thick girl, she's probably going to be in a room somewhere, and another young lady. They were trying to hold it down, and they did hold it down. But, when I hear stupidity, I can't deal with it. And it's funny that Ms. Running That Mouth, Miss Simone, we are going to indulge into some of that topic that y'all missed today. And here go Miss Thick Girl. And anybody who's watching me on YouTube, take a second to like this video and also subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell if you like hearing what I have to say in my content. All the love is welcome. This is your first time catching me live. I appreciate you giving me your time, Ms. Nika. I hope you stay. That's when we get into some things. Yeah, follow Ms. Simone Labouche on Instagram. She has a YouTube page as well. Go follow her, see what she has to talk about. I like a lot of her viewpoints when it comes to some things. Now she'll be on the rise, so y'all check her out. Child, that was fun. I'm still coming down off of being up all night with the fellas, and they were up like it was nothing. Okay, 8 hours, a literal 8 hour live, and it was all night long. And we did a steady rotation of like 9 people on the panel, and we talked about any and everything. I'm one of the few women that they have let on the space. So shout out to The Bishop, and y'all can go follow him. It is on YouTube. The with 2 E's, Bishop, just like I'm The Princess with 2 E's, and houseoftheprincess.com. Look, I was trying to get on the good Instagram, but I'm going to have to switch phones. So those that if you're riding or something like that, I'm going to go on Instagram Live for you too. So also, I will let you guys on the air today as much as I can and let you say what you have to say. We are talking about gender roles. Shouts out to Bishop and Angry Man. Now, Angry Man, I'm going to have to check his page every now and again because he controlled the situation more than once, where he was there for the long haul. And he had to check the other fellas about downing us women and how we run the house and how we handle things that men do. But one thing he said that men should do is pay all the bills and take care of the house if they want some peace. Otherwise, us women look at them as roommates and we get into acting the fool. You know what I'm saying? My ass is slept in. Yeah. Oh, see, y'all done got me to cuss. You're going to get me in trouble on this channel. Yeah, I did have a hard time sleeping in that next day. I just felt like a fool. I couldn't focus. I had to go back and have a nap after that. It was like working a job. But I love this. I love doing this. I love entertaining y'all and talking to y'all. So the more love y'all show me, the more shares, the more I can be able to do this on a consistent basis. Angry Man is the man. Yes, he was. And that diamond ring he had, and he upgraded his lady's ring. He wasn't playing no games. I was jealous. I was like, look at you. But he checked me, and one man said that I don't want a woman if she can't bring at least half to the table and pay her own way. Well, you guys know how I feel about that. And I am very independent. I like having my own. I like doing for myself, but I was able to see his point of view when it comes to letting the man do what he's supposed to do. And he broke it down. First of all, it changes the level of peace that a man has in his home where he's able to manipulate and control the situation. And ladies, it's not about controlling you as a person, but it's about him being the Lord over his home, and he's not playing with that. Women, he had me repeat several times, when you get a husband or a man in your house that you're staying with, ooh, hey, style, you have to worship him. I'm not ashamed to say that. Y'all have a problem with the word submission and worship, but those words are biblical. I didn't make them up. God did, or the people did, or Shakespeare, whoever you want to say that wrote the Bible or gave the translation. But at the end of the day, the nature is nature. Oh, we got an anti-angry man. She said that man don't make sense. I would like to hear about how he doesn't make sense or what you really think about that. We are here to converse, not be one-sided. Professor Stouge, you can come on in here too and give your point of view, because he's a man's man and he's not playing no games either. You're not the king if you need help. You are a roommate. That is exactly what he said. You are a roommate. Are you looking for a helpmate? That's a whole different thing. You're looking for a helpmate, or are you looking for a roommate? And just like I explained to the young man, because there was a lot of them, they didn't want to put their pictures up. You know, sometimes I be thinking, are y'all ugly? Had all them avatars. Oh, the first guy. That's why I didn't mention him. We're not friends. I should mention his name. I don't know his whole name, but I'm not going to be ugly today. I do not believe in Hotepian nature. He has a degree, or he went into school for Hotepian. I can't say the rest of the word because I'm on the radio show. You know, I can't talk like I usually talk during the week on my original station. But because we are on WindyCityUnderground.com, your music, your station, we have to be a little bit more censored here, and that's okay. But no, he did not make sense. A lot of you males, and I use the term loosely, males and men are totally different. Everyone that has a penis is a male. You could be a boy or you could be a man, okay? And growing up with these boy-like mentalities, and a lot of you are hurt, because I'm gonna be serious. Yes, it's some scumbag women out here just the same as it's some low-down men. I'm not gonna jump on the men all the time. Y'all think I do, and that I'm a man hater. I am not a man hater. I am a lover of all beings, okay? But I will call you out on your sugar honey iced tea. And whether it comes to men or women, we both have to have acceptance for the foolery that we indulge in. And that's just a fact. And Angry Man was there to call out the foolery on both sides. And we both had to accept things that we do as male and females to change the game. Now, I would like to I want to hear some good things and some bad things from you. What is the foolery that you feel that the other side does? What is the foolery the opposite sex does? What is the foolery that you may do? Now, I know I've done some mess in my past, but this is the great thing about growing. You see the error in your ways. You see how you can do things different. You see how you could cohabitate with the opposite sex in a better manner, or if you with the same sex. I don't care what you do, who you screwing. That's up to you. But that falls into gender roles still. If you are in a lesbian relationship and you're not two femmes, then somebody is taking the masculine role. So whoever takes the masculine role and the feminine role in whatever relationship you have, there are expectations. What, in fact, are your expectations between the two? Do you agree that the head of the household should pay all of the bills? I said, well, I'm cool with that versus coming with half. I always have mine anyway. But I feel that if you are the man and you're taking care of everything, then I'm not just going to take my money and put it in my pocket and go shopping and get some bags and doing some foolery. No, it's up to me to take what I have and offer to pay a bill. And if he lets me, that's fine. If not, I should be in the corner and figuring out some way we can flip this bag. What can I do to make our quality life better as the woman? Because if you're not helping and you're not fulfilling your call, you're not fulfilling what you said you're here to do, and that is to help. So I'm going to open up the phone lines today. And you was reading Tokyo, and I love it. Oh, that's good. We're going to have to talk about that later, maybe tomorrow, actually. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. I want to hear what you have to say about this situation, because it really does go deep. We may not be able to cover it this whole hour, but especially you men. I always got the ladies in the chat, but I want to hear what you men have to say. Y'all read me down behind the scenes all the time, but I'll let you call in and let you hear what we're going to hear. In the meantime, in between time, call in. Let me hear what you got going on.
Out of all the schools I applied to, Illinois Media School was the first to personally guide me through the financial aid process. Not only did the school offer classes in my field, but hands-on experience with all of today's modern broadcasting equipment. Illinois Media School gave me all the tools I needed to find a career in broadcasting. While in class, I worked one-on-one with real professionals
in the phone lines for you guys.
Job placement helped me find the perfect internship where I had real on-the-job training. No other school offers a program as exciting and educational as this. My name is
there
Mary,
it is in the chat.
Help me
call in
my career in
live on the radio.
I could have said it better myself. This is Jonathan Hood, instructor at Illinois Media School, formerly Illinois Center for Broadcasting. There's so many reasons for you to consider Illinois Media School. You can go if you don't like the college that you go to, you don't like the major, or maybe you just want a fresh start for something new. Go to beonair.com.
Say something.
beonair.com.
Get in front of the mic, make sure that I turn it on.
You want me to get in front of the mic?
I'm just get in front of that one.
That's right.
Yeah. I'll introduce you. Because I'm going to use this mic for the
Oh, mic 3. What I'm going to talk about. Let's start talking.
Talking about what we talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna go off. Fucking mic gonna melt. You put some of this hand sanitizer on.
I forgot to push the counter down. I knew you was going.
Conventional.
Clean off the camera a little bit.
Yeah, camera a little bit.
I'm looking at somebody. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? I have some bleach wipes.
Okay, right. I know you have on you. I was about to give you some alcohol. Hand sanitizer.
No, I stay ready. I can't afford to have no Rona. You know that.
You can have no Rona.
I've never had a problem submitting to my man because I've always been taken care of the man by the man. I always do what needs to be done behind the scenes. As long as respect is given on both sides, we good. Yeah. Oh, you got a picture up there. You finna put your sexy up there. You cannot cuss. Luckily, we not on.
I'm not gonna do it when we on.
This can't hear.
You introduce me, and I'll introduce me.
Yes, I will. Who do you want me to introduce that?
Introduce me.
I'm trying to figure out why you putting the mask on down.
This is my alter ego. See how bad I I'll put it last down. I'm about to go in like this. I'm about to go hard on you.
What do you want to be called?
King.
Okay. I'm watching from work. I can't call it, but I'm looking at the content. And you can always just type in whatever you want to say, Style.
King Malik.
Oh, we're going with that first. You hear this foolery, right, Style? That's all the way over there. You can't even see it. Hi out there, Windy City Underground. Oh wait, let me go to manual DJ before I mess it up. Marcella, I'm gonna bring you in a second. Hi, welcome back to the House of the Princess. This is Princess AV. You are listening to WindyCityUnderground.com, your music, your station. Right now, we're in the middle of a conversation about gender roles and submitting to your partner. And I have some callers in here. First, we're going to listen to the wonderful Miss Marcella Speaks. How you doing today, Miss Marcella? Now, we can't cuss today. You got to use the substitute words today.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Now, what is this question about submission?
Yes, women submitting. And according to a young man before we was on Bishop's Live, he said that he is the king of his castle and he first takes care of all of the bills, that a woman should not come into the situation having to pay all the bills. That if you feel that a woman, because the man said, I think she should have something to bring to the table 50-50. And he said, you're not looking for a woman, you're looking for a roommate.
I don't agree with that. Back in the day, that's what our parents used to do. The father used to work, the mother stay home with the kids. But as of the economy changing, women are now pursuing education. I believe they both should have an agreement on who's going to pay what. If the husband pays the mortgage, then the wife should help pay the water and the electricity. And it's not a roommate. It takes a village to make sure that you have what you have. Every man can't just take care of the bills, but that is the man that we chose. If he can't take care of the bills and y'all are doing it together, that's how it should be done, together.
Okay. Well, he said, well, when you got your own house, when you met her, you was paying all of your bills in the first place.
Well, then he is not a roommate. He's what you call somebody that wants to just come and live off of you, a leech. I have a better word for that, but we are on the radio.
We'll probably have to extend this conversation on
yes,
the late
my husband is the head of the household, but I'm also the neck that turns that head. And I just want y'all to know, all of them.
Here we go. There go Miss Marcella. We knew Sally had to come out in a second. Look, I'm going to add a character onto this conversation. You can't see him because he's behind you. Mr. King Malik, we have some testosterone in the room.
Yeah, we got a little bit of testosterone in the room this evening. a little bit. How y'all doing out there, everybody? It's a pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to talk to you. Pleasure for you to hear my voice. Pleasure to conversate with you if you go get on the board and get called up and have a good conversation. But I got a little insight on the situation at hand. I believe in what she said is true. All right, it's true. I believe you should have the ability to be in a relationship with someone, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a
partnership,
relationship as far as with a family member or a loved one that you're with. I believe that you're both supposed to know your role. We have roles to play, and there might be times in life that one may not be able to produce in his role, or there may be a time that one may not be able to understand their role, and there has to be clarity that's to happen. Like a relationship is something between two people that not only needs to be just lived, but I believe it needs to be nurtured and fed. It has to be understood, it has to be wanted, it has to be needed, it has to have clarification. I believe that there's different types, there's levels in life, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. There's different types of levels in life. At one point you might be at the bottom, and then one point you may be at the top. That could be the beginning, that could be the end, but it could be everything else in between. Your top may reach in the midpoint of your life, but what is the person that is in your life? Will they be able to respect you if you make a decision that in a short amount of time or long amount of time, you are together, whatever the situation may be, or a type of venture you may be together, a relationship or friendship or whatever. Let's just say 5 years from now, we know each other 5, 6 years, 7, 8, 10 years, right? Let's say you're my lady, and I tell you, hey, there's no point in you doing what you need to do. Chill out on that. Don't worry about it. I got you from here on out. But when I call you, I just might call you. When I call upon you, as this king calls upon you, I need my queen to be my support system, my helpmeet. If you defy on your duties, then that's not as a duty as in this is appointed office or just something that's law. It's just human nature. There's an agreement. There's an understanding. If I tell you when I need you, then I need you. If you tell me no when I need you, then why do I need you?
Are you single, King?
I was born in this. I was anything. It could be anything.
Are you single right now? Are you a single man?
Am I a single man? No.
Okay, so that means you're paying all the bills. She's making money. You just want her to keep her money. And then when you say you need it, then she gives it to you. And if she says no, she's not pulling her share. Is that my understanding?
No, I can get a clear understanding to you. This is not a situation. I mean, this is a hypothetical question. We're not going to speak on my life because I don't do that on the radio. It's not for everyone. It's personal.
Okay, well, let me speak on my life, sir. When my husband met me, I was already a millionaire. He did not have as much money as I had, but he had a very good job. So what he used to do is work all the time trying to equal my amount of money. But then we had to come to an understanding where I had to let him know we are comfortable and we will build together. So what I did after 10 years of marriage, I made sure that I called T-Row and I gave my husband half of my money because I know at this point in our relationship now, 17 years, that we're going to be together. Right. So I just feel that if I am making money, King, and you are my man, I am going to make sure that we build together so that we can have bigger, greater together with our money. But if you were my man and you didn't have what you needed, just like I did with my husband, and this is no lie, when we got together and decided to get married, I had somebody pull his credit, and whatever was delinquent and needed to be paid, I paid it off so we can be on even ground. A relationship in the 2000s, it takes two to build. Everybody is not going to make the same money. Everybody's not going to have the same money. So the duty is we treat each other right. We communicate, we build together. The duty is if I want some, you give me some. If you want some, I give you some. If you want a new car and I know that you want this car and you saving for it, I'm going to go buy it for you. But what I'm saying is in this day of time, our children need to see us working together. They don't need to see mom just going to work and mom is not paying her bills, because most likely the mom is taking her money and buying the kids clothes. She's buying the dinner, add-on dinner she's going to cook at night. And daddy is paying the mortgage and the car notes. I just believe in a real relationship. Everybody needs to come to the table with the bacon, and everybody needs to be frying the bacon.
You're an amazing queen. You're an amazing queen, and that's exactly what I appreciate. That's exactly what I inspire, and that's exactly what I see. You know, that people should strive for, and even better. Like I try to teach my child to be better than me, and I totally understand and get where you're coming from, and I agree with you. You know, when a relationship is, if you don't have it, I get you there. That's either way. That's vice versa. That's it. You know, a man taking care of the woman, a woman take care of the man, or whatever it may be, you know, in relationships. That's what I'm saying. It's people together. That's how we're supposed to be in general with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like if I have a family member that I see that is good at something and they're motivated and they're driven, and I get 10 bands just free money, 10 bands. And I know that this person is driven, and I see them trying and trying to look, trying to do, and trying to get this and trying to get that, and trying to get this machine. That machine might break, and you're trying to print shirts, but you outside and you selling these shirts. You selling 100 shirts, 200 shirts a weekend. Man, what's it to me to spend $800, $900 on a right machine for you? Not to see something in return, just to support you. You know, oftentimes I'm going to get off a little base. This is how much of a support system I am, and I'm going to get back to the relationship part.
You said you didn't want to talk about your life. We don't want you to talk about your life. Hold on.
Before y'all go into that, I got to take these couple of comments. And both of y'all about to talk on this. June says, I'm currently with someone that was jobless for a year. So after taking over all of the bills, I can say the roles switched, and I did treat them like crap because of it. Now we're going to pause and say that. And also, Mr. Styles says the thing is people enter relationships before having that conversation. And so roles can begin to blur based on the highs and lows and emotional ups and downs. So I'm going to give y'all 1 second to talk about it. But I want to hear so I want y'all to hear something first. So we'll be right back.
I got it. Are you thinking am I too am I rambling too much?
Not yet. I'm controlling the situation. Now they can still hear you over here.
I know.
And on Instagram. I want to send some shouts out to my Instagram family, Aquarius Lady. I don't know, there's some new people on here too. Miss Dukes, Ashley, how you doing? From Ohio. Nurse, hi, welcome to the House of the Princess. Thank you guys. You got to come in on your jam. I thank all of y'all for listening and to chiming in. Feel free to chime into the conversation. This is my weekly radio show. So if y'all want to hear more about these topics, please take a moment to like and subscribe. DM me, email me. Let me put my email address across the screen. Let me know what you want to talk about. If y'all want me to talk about this more later on this week, I sure will. Let me put my name. My name ain't even on the screen. What am I doing? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. We following. Follow me. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Styles, you all the way in Buffalo, New York. Are you starting at 5 or 5:30?
I'm starting at 5:30. I'm not having a long show.
I'm going to go to 5 o'clock on the dot then. give these folks a couple. Are y'all hearing me out there?
But I probably won't do my show now because I did 2 this month.
You gotta stay on it. You gotta stay on the work. This is our job. Say hi to my people. My people in Windy City Underground is dry today, but we are live on YouTube. I'm like, why y'all? You went to jail. You need to get another Facebook page, maybe.
I am.
Just for your show, because you can't be going to jail and still doing your work.
Okay.
Thank you,
That
Sal.
was the smartest thing I heard. Make you another page.
That's I have to. Y'all be trying to catch me on IG. If you don't follow me at Princess AV 613, and I don't know who you are, I'm not sure about who you are not getting that follow because one page is just for my very intimate people and family that was already my friend. Then y'all gotta take it after take the new stuff. I do put different stuff on different pages. Y'all getting the best of me over here, Princess AB 613. So know that. Miss Marcella and King Malik over here about to go head to head. Are you not entertained? Who gonna go first?
Are you not entertained?
You first or Miss Marcella? Who gonna go first? You want him to go first?
Ladies first.
She said she wants you to go first.
Okay, I go first.
You kind of like the song, Miss Marcella? I see you I will play music on the regular shows, but we can only do the music that's approved. Yeah.
Good.
You're not on the other one, so yeah, that's the next best thing. This song is long. I don't want to cut it short. We got 4 people on Instagram. 4 people. Y'all feel free to chime in the chat what you feel. I know it's different now. Y'all like, why is we listening to music and commercials and things? But that's what the real radio show is. And Miss Marcella, I got to tell you what they just told me. I'm going to call you.
Okay.
I got some good news. I didn't even bring out my Cougar beverage. Oh, yes, I did. You reminded me.
I could do that too, and I can do it all in one place at Illinois Media School. I've been having a great time. I tell everybody I'm learning as much from the students as they learn from me. I am Eddie Volkman, and I am IMS.
Thank you for tuning in to WindyCityUnderground.com. This is Princess AV. You are currently listening to House of the Princess Radio. We are live in the city of the Shy. We're here on Instagram, WindyCityUnderground.com, and on the Facebook channel. You also watching me on my YouTube channel, House of the Princess. Take a moment to like and subscribe and press the notification button. Don't be lazy, because I know y'all sit up and say, I will do it later. And then when the show is over, you don't forgot about me and all that. So take a second right now and press that like and that subscribe button. I need 1,000 of you all to help a sister out, okay? Hey, Jay. So now we have the conundrum of these men versus these women, talking about who's going to pay the bill and who ain't going to pay this bill. And who takes care of, Miss June said, who takes care of the man and he loses his job? Do your feelings change about this man now that you got to hold him up? But clear, she said for a year. She's been taking care of him for a year. Should I put the comment back up on the screen?
My question is that her husband or her boyfriend?
Okay, well, that's the next comment about what you think, sir. Mr. King, believe.
Well, I believe if it be her husband or her boyfriend, if you go into a relationship wholeheartedly, with full intent, positive intent to be with that person and support that person, it could be a husband or a boyfriend. More so husband, because you know you're going to be together. If you know, I believe it's fair. on both parts to have time involved. You know, sometimes you have to have time involved because during time, things change, people change. As time goes along, people change, rules change, laws change. So in order or over a stretch of time, if you know this person's going to be there for you and you know they're going to have your back, then you no matter if you come and you are established before you were in that situation and they weren't fully established or they strove to be established, they had a goal, they were goal orientated minded, but they didn't have all the tools and necessities to get where they want to be at, then yes, I believe it is not only your role, but your duty to support your mate. So, you know, it looks as the Bible is believed that the woman is the helpmeet, but you're supposed to help each other. One can't do without the other. The left hand can't do without the right. It can do, but it's going to take some time to get used to. You can't just jump up and do everything. If you're right-handed and you're writing with your right hand and you lose your right hand in the car accident, are you going to be able to write with your left immediately and sign? No, it takes time. Everything comes in pairs. That's what I believe. That's my goal. You know, like my understanding. Everything comes in pairs, right? You can go in life on your own. You can do for yourself, or you can have somebody that's blessed to you in your life and you're blessed to them. And you support each other wholeheartedly. I commend you. I commend her so much. Like really doing what she did, supporting her man. That is a beautiful, that's what you're supposed to do. And the man is also supposed to support his woman. It goes both ways. If I had $1 million, right, and you needed something and you're doing something, you're striving for something, yes, I'm going to make sure, beyond a reasonable doubt, that not only I'm going to fund it, but I'm going to be there and I'm going to help you establish it. I'm going to take you, drive you. If I got to help plan, if I got to do whatever I can within my means, support you, that's what I'll do.
But that's a man from a woman. See, all these women is turning up their faces right now. And I got a comment right here saying, why is it taking a year for him to find a job? Now, Miss Marcella is finna go in like she looked like she just want to cut right now. So go ahead, Miss Marcella.
Well, first of all, if this is your boyfriend, that means he moved in with the woman and the woman put a roof over his head already. And a woman who's putting a roof over a man's head is going to make sure her own rent is paid. That means he's supposed to add into it. Now, I don't know what took this dude a year to get a job, but if I got up and went to work every day and he laying in my bed and I come home and he's still in the bed or running the street, because I'm sure that he was not in the house for a whole year, not hanging out somewhere. If he can hang out, he can hang at a job on a time clock. He can hang somewhere. I don't care if he had to flip burgers. Nobody is going to lay next to me and you're unemployed for a whole year. I give you 6 months. You don't have a job, then you need to move out and we can still date. I'm not going to submit to a man who is not even trying. What is he doing for this whole year that she's working? He's trying to get a job. If you can't get the job you want, you got to get the job you can get. Long as you bringing in $5.25 and I'm bringing in $10.25.
Say five, you went all the way back.
I cannot be here bringing in $10.25 and all you bringing me is what's in your drawers. We cannot live off of that.
Did you hear him, Marcella? He said he worked in the parking lot at AutoZone.
Yeah, well, and I would take that. I would take that. But if you're not bringing nothing, and no woman should be taking care of no man that's not trying to be her husband for a year. He needs to be living where he living. She need to be living where she living. That's how it should be. Now you talking about the Bible. Okay, look, my Bible is in my hand because when you said that, I had to pick it up and try to find out where I could find out what you was talking about. No, when you bring to the table, if you helping me build my stuff, you already helped me by giving me the money. I don't need you to put your input in there because if you break up with me, that business is not half yours. It's all mine. Thank you for the money. If you're giving it to me, you're not going to even ask for the money back. So what I'm saying, submit to a man that is willing to make you their spouse, not a boyfriend. Because if that's the case, he can move back home to his mama and do nothing.
Right. That's right. 100%. 100%. You can't submit if you can't submit.
Can you hear him?
If you can't submit, then what's the point? What's the point at all if you can't submit? Especially if I'm on track following my creator. If everything I speak out of my mouth manifests, all the positive things. Yes, I am man. I'm fallible. I make mistakes. I may assume. I may have assumptions. I may judge. But I apologize. I don't make the same mistakes. You know, there's times that a man might go out, pay all the bills. You be at home chilling. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You good. You know, we're at, like I was trying to say earlier. You might have an understanding with your mate to say, hey, take off some time for work. I've seen you struggle. I've seen you go through your ups and downs. I've seen you go through walking in the rain, sleet, and snow. I might have seen that. I might have helped you get to where you need to be at in order for you to get to work. But now I saw all that, and I saw that you're not happy for what you're doing at work. You may not be happy. So guess what? We're at a point in time in our life that we're together. We love each other. You don't have to do that anymore. Stay at home. Don't worry about anything. I'll take care of everything. And then you believe me. So you drop everything, the job, everything. And I supply. And not only have I supplied what was already maintained with the both of us before you dispatch your job, I do better.
But that's a choice. What you're saying.
What kind of job you talking about? You just told me you work at AutoZone. Why would I quit my job?
No, he was saying in the past, when you said, if you lost your job, you need to go out there and do something. He's saying like he could never sit down and just not do something. He need
to be bringing home some unemployment checks. He need to be bringing home some food stamps.
I've never been on unemployment.
Something. You're not just going to sit in my house and I'm working.
True, exactly. That is.
But
real.
I think he's saying this from a man's point of view, not from us women doing for men. But that comes also if the woman wants to quit. And you're assuming in the space of your mate is working and they're not happy doing the work that they want to do, and you said, okay, baby, you could quit your job. But that doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, that fucking paint. Do whatever you want to do. I mean, I'm sorry, excuse me. A freaking paint. Do whatever you want to do. Go bird watching. Do what. It's okay. So we all have gifts. Whatever your gift is, I know that you doing what you've been doing to help put food on the table for yourself, for us, or whatever it may be. Okay, yeah, maybe for us together. We're doing, 50-50 or whatever it may be. All right. But even though you may be doing it, that may not be what you want. That may not be what your dream is. So if your dream is something that you have to achieve to get better at, let's say if you want to be a painter, and I've seen the work that you've done, and it's beautiful. But you need time out. You need to relax. You need to take the stress off your life. I've seen you struggle. I've seen you do what you've done. I've seen all your struggles. I was there with you every day. And I know you're not happy where you're at. Take the time out and do what you need to do. But when I need you and I call upon you, I need you. That is a relationship. If you tell me no when I need you, then you failing us.
Well, this time my husband is a real man gonna tell me to keep doing what I want to do. My mama gonna tell all of us women, do not quit a job now unless you got a job. If you got to go to work and go to school to get what you want, you still got to work. Work keeps you honest. I would never entertain a man that after he couldn't bring in nothing. If you lost your job, you better be getting some unemployment. You better not lose your job over no foolishness.
From woman to man. He's talking about from man to woman.
Yeah, I'm talking about me as a man. If I tell my woman,
no real man is going to tell a woman to quit her job. No, because that's what. Huh?
Okay, go back. It froze. Say that again.
No real man gonna tell a woman to quit her job. That means cut off your independency, stay home. I'm gonna make the money.
But that's been traditional.
No. If that's her choice and that's what she wanted to do,
her choice.
She's tired and she's stressed and she doesn't want to do anymore. That's what my queen shall do.
Oh, okay.
That's period,
Well,
point blank.
I want to be in a relationship where I'm working and he's working and we're building.
Yeah, well, you can build, but let's say your equipment to build, your know-how to build isn't good enough, and you need some practice. So you know what? Stay at home and practice.
Practice.
I mean, I'm saying, I'll give an example. Maybe the person was a painter or an architect or a musician, but and I saw something in them that was great. I seen a passion in their heart. This is what they really want, and I know I can help push them towards that and strive that goal. And I've seen them struggle at the job that which they're dying at. I'm not going to let my mate die as a man. When you can move on and do which is your passion. And I
said, "Are you married?" Well, wait, before we go to these comments, because she said, "Are you married?" Somebody says, "Yes, I like what he said. Just not a lot of women are going to agree." Hey, Quiet Storm, and another. If a man is supporting a woman, she should be there when I need her. How can you say that? I think I'm starting to get what they're saying versus what we say, because we're more independent and forthcoming. And Miss Marcella, you're kind of there, but y'all kind of missing each other like this. Let's read these comments. Nobody's submitting to a man they're not building a life with, or a man who is living in my house until you're providing for me full time. I'm not submitting. Well, there should always be levels of submission when you're in a relationship anyway. They say you selling pipe dreams, Malik.
No, never.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to the summation. I'm a physician. I can't practice at home. Okay, and so that's the difference. You're a physician. You're somebody, you're working in the field that you want to do. Miss Marcella is a person that works. And she's independent, but you, Miss Marcella, you like what you do. So everybody is in agreement. If you want to work, you can work. But I think he's trying to say, is not saying it so y'all can understand if I'm correct. If his woman was working a job that she didn't want to work, and she had something else that she really had in her heart that she wanted to do, that he would level up, pay all the bills, and allow her room to move into the vocation that she would rather do.
Would he do that for a girlfriend, or would he do that for a wife? Let's get. I just want to know: is he doing that for a girlfriend? He gonna let her build, and they may not make it, or is he gonna say to his wife, "You can do this"? Because I'm gonna tell you, if Mr. King said I would do this for my girlfriend, dun 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 dun, that's not the truth.
No. Actually, it has been the truth before in my past.
Well, how did that work out?
It's bullshit. It was my past. You learn your lessons. You make mistakes and you move forward and move on.
That's right. You learned a lesson. You learned that you made her use you and got what she wanted, and she moved on.
I can't be used. I only give a person a noose to hang themselves.
Well, you said you
can't use which is readily available. You can't use which is readily available and given to you.
Okay.
I am not going to do that for no boyfriend. No, you have to be my husband till death do us part in sickness.
No, I've been there twice too. Didn't work either.
So do you feel, well, what we're talking about then? Do you feel that it's better to have done it with a wife or with a girlfriend?
I feel it's better to have done it with a
wife or girlfriend. That's what we need, wife or girlfriend.
But, or you also have this thing which you call what is it called? You're together for 10 years, but
that's still common law marriage.
It's common law marriage, right? But technically, under the Bible, under the Christianity.
Oh, here we go. You had sex with somebody, you married to them.
Hey, a lot of religions go a lot of different ways.
Yeah, but that don't go together in America. We sleeping with each other.
And guess what? Common law marriage means if he died, you get nothing because you was not his wife in the eyes of the law.
In the eyes of the law, correct. That law can mess you up.
And you are together, King, and you die, and we've been together 15 years. I am not entitled to nothing that we built with together. That means if we bought a house, you bought a house, and I was living in that house for 10 years, the Bank of America is going to say you were not his wife. Get the H out.
That's why you have prenups, and that's why you have things
You
that
can't have no
prenup.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can write a prenuptial agreement that says you get everything upon my death.
Well, that's a different type of contract.
Well, you can do that in a prenup too.
You only can have a prenuptial agreement if you're married. You can. What you're talking about, sir, is a will. I have a prenup. I have a postnup. Postnup is after you've been married and I done got some more money. I want to make sure you're going to get your little share and I'm going to get my little share. Will means, okay, you die and I'm your girlfriend and you're going to make sure that I get your tangibles. I work in the court of law. That's what I do.
Yeah, I've been in law. In and out, backseat and front. That's what I do. Still do.
No, you
and I'm suing both of y'all. Both of y'all.
Stop. Y'all funny. A will.
No.
Somebody agrees that's a will. You doing the most up here in these streets. I'm gonna wrap this up because y'all funny.
Yes, I love you guys.
I love you, Miss Marcella. We do a show this week.
This is fun.
Yes, we can. Anytime you want to. You know, I'm available because guess what? My man said I can stay home and do nothing.
All right, Miss Marcella. The comedy of it all.
Nice meeting you, Mr. King.
It was
when you get married, you holler at a married woman.
Say again?
When you get married, you holler back at me and tell me if the things are the same as today as you.
I was married before.
You was, but I'm still to the same.
I'm praying all is well, but
I will tell you, my husband got his leg amputated at work because of a job injury, and guess what? He was not working, but his company still paid him 110%. So if he's staying home with me, that's fine because he still got money coming in the door. But my love is so solid that if he wasn't bringing home the money right away, I'm going to be there because I know what he has done for me. Sometimes it's not all about money in a relationship. It's how this man or woman make you feel mentally, how they accept you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do in a relationship. We console each other and we're best friends. So I love everything he got, baby. He big, black.
Okay, Sally. Okay,
Can
Sally.
I say one thing?
1 second. Queen AJ want to know what you do for a living, Miss Marcella.
Well, I work with the courts, and my husband was an international longshoreman, and I have a brother who was a professional football player who gave me some money.
Okay, King Malik has something to say, and Thick Girl says she needs to talk to you.
Well, I was married before at 18, and I've taken care of my ex-wife, and I'll put my literal business on here. Everybody already knows it. It doesn't matter. It's public fact. But since 18 till I'm 38 right now, I've taken care of her every day to make sure if I made $3,000, $4,000 a week, she got half, even though she was still married. Because I was the mother of my child. The reason why, because my child was with her. And when my child was with her, if I lived that lifestyle, he deserved to live that lifestyle as well. And she deserves not to be stressed. And that was my ex-wife. And I was 18 to 38. You know, so, but there were times that I fell off. And I worked in parking lots at AutoZone, driving with no license, no insurance, no plates. The plates expired on an old car. Doesn't matter. My right was to take care of my child. And I was leaving work after a 19-hour shift with a job making $130,000, $40,000 a year. Left the job, walked off. Because my
and you
son
ain't had no driver's license and no insurance.
I ain't had nothing. I still ain't got it. I still ain't got it. So what?
I'm saying you said you was making that kind of money. You saying that you making this money and your papers ain't right.
Oh, my papers always been right. There's been times I fell off. There's been times I fell off. There's been times I fell off. Life is falling off. Sometimes you fall off. From 18 to 38, nobody's perfect, sister.
No,
we
I'm
all
not
make mistakes. It's age-appropriated mistakes. But my life is well right now. But from 18 to 38, I've always taken care of my ex-wife. And I just got custody of my son 3 years ago. 3 years, 2 months.
Congratulations.
3 years, 1 month. Oh, no, actually, no, I know. I apologize. Never got custody of him. I just took him. Now, we're not going to speak on why I took him, but he needed to be taken because his life was going to be taken. And then they tried to take my life multiple times. Different.
Now you talking about it.
No, we want to speak real. We want to speak real. We can speak real. We can get into a whole nother show with it.
I was going to say,
I don't want to expose this. We can bring my son in too and my 3 dogs. And what you want to talk about?
Show after dark, and I will holler back at you,
Marcella. Give it a second.
Life is real.
Got to wrap up this show.
Okay, we got to wrap up this show. This show is amazing. I appreciate
Somebody said, where are your uncles? Closing words, Miss Marcella. Miss AJ said she got to get up on your level.
Listen, we just got to support each other. It's not all about money, but you just don't want to move a man in there with no money. You need someone to help you build. You want to be helpful, but you don't want to turn into the help. Okay. So we want to make sure that we're being loved by everything, mind, body, spirit, and those pockets. Okay. He got to have something. He got to have something.
He said he love you, Miss Marcella.
I do. It's wonderful.
Bye-bye. Call me later.
Okay, King Malik, do you have any closing words?
Closing words, love, peace, and hair grease, but I'm bald.
A mess. Look, I want to give y'all my closing words. First of all, y'all go on my website, royaltybeautybrands.com. You guys have a discount, HOTP10. Let me put it again. I'm the wrong keyboard. HOTP10. Y'all listening, y'all get 10% off of anything, any purchase right now to the end of the month. Right now I have hair, I have lashes, I have my infamous Yum Bella lip gloss. And if you don't know about it, you better ask somebody about it so that you can get your lips popping. Like mine. Oh, let me look at the other camera. Mwah. Y'all kind of far away. But check out my website. We're working on the shirts this week. I'm steady working, coming up with these new things for you. I'm going to have hats and gloves. Some of y'all might not need the hats for too long, but we still in Chicago. It's a little bit cold out here. Big Girl 40 says, Marcella is one of my aunties. Thank you for the love, Thick Girl 40. That's my sis. She always looking out for me. She always holding it down. And it was fun to be on the 8-hour live. She tapped out before I did. And I tapped out almost at the end. I just laid down at the last hour. And then I fell asleep. So I didn't make it the whole 8 hours, but I came down near close. Again, if you're watching this either from WindyCityUnderground.com, their Facebook channel online, or whether you're watching me on Facebook or on YouTube, follow House of the Princess on YouTube, HOUSEOFTHEEPRINCESS. And that's me, Princess AV. You're listening to my Wednesday weekly radio show, House of the Princess. Make sure you check out my website. Follow me on all my social medias because sometimes I have different things going on at different shows. Tonight, we're going to see what All About the Tea is talking about. Also, right after me, if you want to stay on and listen to Brooklyn, okay, the Professor B in the Cypher Hour, you can stay here at WindyCityUnderground.com and see what he's talking about. Dick Girl 40 says, I was listening and my phone was going dead, but I did listen to the end. Well, you should have put it on the charger. You was at the crib. But anyway, you have been listening to the House of the Princess on WindyCityUnderground.com. Your music, your station. This is Princess AV. And now I have to turn out the lights in the house. I love y'all. See you tomorrow, preferably. I think we're going to do hot topics tomorrow. So I can't wait to see you later on. All right. Bye-bye.